Alice started rambling through the woods, and she thought, well, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat? Why, that's the most curious thing I ever saw in my life. Alice waited. All in the golden afternoon full leisurely we glide, for both our oars with little skill our little arms are plied, while little hands make vain pretense our wanderings to guide. She thought it must be the house of the March Hare, because the chimney was shaped like an ear and the roof was thatched with fur. It was so large. Thus grew the tale of Wonderland, thus slowly, one by one, its quaint events were hammered out, and now the tale is done.
What is the use of a book without pictures?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I shall be too late.
After such a fall as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think me at home. I must be getting somewhere near the centre of the earth. That would be 4,000 miles down, I think. But then, I wonder what latitude and longitude I've got to. I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'll seem to come out among people who walk with their heads downwards. The antipathies, I think. But I shall have to ask them what the name of the country is, you know. Ma'am, is this New Zealand or Australia?
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
kittens and flamingos. Do they have flamingos in New Zealand, I wonder? Or perhaps it's St. James's Park. Even if I could get my head through, it would be of very little use without my shoulders. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could, if only I knew how to begin. It's all very well to say drink me, but it might be poison. I do know that if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it's sure to disagree with you sooner or later. Cherry tart. Custard. Pineapple. Roast turkey and hot butter toast. What a curious feeling. I must be shutting up like a telescope. It might end, you know, in my going out altogether, like a candle. I wonder what I should be like then. Now the door. Get up there. There's no use in losing your temper like that. Leave off crying this minute, or you'll drown in your own tears. Well, I'll eat it, and if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key. And if it makes me smaller, I can creep under the door. Which way? Which way? Curiouser and curiouser. Now I'm opening out like the largest telescope that ever was. Goodbye, feet! Oh, my poor little feet. I wonder who will put on your shoes and stockings for you now. Oh, dear. What nonsense I'm talking. Ashamed of yourself, a great girl like you to go on crying in this way. Stop this moment, I tell you. I do wish I hadn't drunk everything that was in that bottle.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess. Oh, won't you be savage if I've kept her waiting? Oh.
If you please, sir. Dear, dear. How queer everything is today. And yesterday things went on just as usual. I wonder if I've changed in the night. Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a little different. Let's see if I know everything I used to know. London is the capital of Paris, and Paris is the capital of Rome, and Rome... No, that's all wrong. I must have changed. I'll try and say, how doth the little busy bee improve each shining hour? How doth a little crocodile improve his shining tail, and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spread his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. I'm sure those are not the right words. How can I have done that? I must have grown small again. That was a narrow escape. Now perhaps I can get into the garden. Oh no! Things are worse than ever. For I never was so small as this before. Never. And I do declare it's too bad. It's because I've been crying so much. I shall be punished for it now, I suppose. A walrus? A hippopotamus? Why, it's a mouse. Would it be any use now to speak to this mouse? Everything is so peculiar down here. Perhaps it can talk. At any rate, there's no harm in trying, for I wouldn't wish to drown in my own tears. Oh, mouse, do you know the way out of this pool? I am very tired of swimming about here. Oh, mouse! Perhaps it doesn't understand English. I dare say it's a French mouse. Come over with William the Conqueror. Now, what do I know in French? Ohé, ma chatte. Oh, I beg your pardon. I quite forgot mice don't like cats.
Don't like cats? Would you like cats if you were me?
Well, perhaps not. And yet I think you'd take a fancy to cats if only you could see my Dinah. She's such a dear, quiet little cat and sits purring so nicely by the fire, licking her paws and washing her face. And she's such a nice, soft thing to nurse. Oh, I beg your pardon. We won't talk about her any more, if you'd rather not.
We? Indeed. As if I would talk on such a subject. Oh, our family always hated cats. Nasty, low, vulgar things. Don't let me hear the name again.
I won't indeed. Are you fond of dogs? There is such a nice little dog near our house. It belongs to a farmer. And he says it kills all the rats and... Oh dear, I'm afraid I've offended it again. Mouse dear, don't come back again. And we won't talk about cats or dogs either, if you don't like them.
Let us get to the shore, and then I'll tell you my history, and you'll understand why it is I hate cats and dogs.
This place is soaking wet. It's terrible. Oh, dear. And how old are you?
It is impolite to ask a young lady her age.
I'm older than you are.
You may not be.
Of course I am.
How can you be so sure when neither of us knows how old the other is?
Because I'm older than you are, so I must know better than you.
Sit down, all of you, and listen to me. I'll soon make you dry enough. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is the driest thing I know.
The dodo always tells very dry stories.
Silence all round, if you please. William the Conqueror, whose cause was favoured by the Pope, was soon submitted to by the English, who wanted leaders, and had been of late much accustomed to usurpation and conquest.
Eh?
I beg your pardon, did you speak?
Oh, not I.
I thought you did. I proceed. Edwin and Morcar, the Earls of Mercia and Northumbria, found it advisable...
Found what?
Found it. You do know what it means, I suppose?
I know what it means well enough. When I find a thing, it's generally a frog or a worm. The question is, what did the Earls find?
Found it advisable. How are you getting on, my dear?
As wet as ever. It doesn't seem to dry me at all.
Oh, well, in that case, I move that the meeting adjourn for the adoption of more energetic remedies.
Speak English. I don't know the meaning of half these long words.
What I was going to say was that the best thing to get us dry would be a caucus race.
What is a caucus race?
But I
Why,
don't know
the-
what a caucus is.
Well, the best way to explain it is to do it.
Hello? A race?
Well, you run from here to here and return, and then from there to there and back again. And the exact shape doesn't matter. Are you ready?
Yes.
Run, all of you, run!
Where?
Wherever you like.
It's a caucus race.